Hey guys, it's Dang Old Nerd here. You can see it's 1:38 a.m. and I just couldn't sleep last night. It's Monday morning. Usually I don't sleep well on Sundays. I think it's just staying up late Saturday, sleeping in Sunday morning, taking a nap in the afternoon if I feel like it. And then yesterday I had like 3 cups of coffee. So yeah, I think just tossing and turning, couldn't sleep, so I decided to just get up. Of course my neighbor is making some noise too. They always making noises. So I decided to just get ready. Maybe I'll go to IHOP. I'm kind of hungry. I used to do this kind of regularly when my wife and I had a house down here, and if she was on a trip and I couldn't sleep, I'd get up and I'd, kind of drive around. This was when we lived kind of just a little bit outside the city, just on the other side of 16. There's like 2 loops. There's like a big loop and a little loop, inner loop. So we lived just outside the outer loop on the far west side, northwest side, and then yeah, so like I'd get up in the morning and I'd just drive around the back roads, just having fun, and then I'd find my way in, and then I'd go to IHOP and have breakfast, and then go into work. But yeah, and when I had Guy, when he first came to San Antonio, and he was rooming with me in that top bunk. We used to go out to IHOP, once in a while. But now I don't think he's got a new roommate, so I don't think she would really appreciate that. She being his wife. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I would just kind of go out. Maybe we can talk about something. Been thinking about was it Glock Ninja? I just came in from San Antonio tonight, and then he has like 3 videos posted. So and then we kind of corresponded back and forth, so it kind of got me thinking about my training, my experience in the Marine Corps. I never really talk about it too much because I didn't didn't do anything. I was served from 1990 to 94, and I was in boot camp when the first Gulf War broke out. So like, back then, you're all gung-ho and ready to go. But I got out of boot camp, and then I was headed to my unit, which was in Kaneohe Bay, Marine Corps Air Station in Hawaii. And by the time I got there, the war was over. Everyone was coming back. So yeah, I thought I would kind of talk about that. In the Marine Corps, we got a lot of training. Even I wasn't a grunt. I was a pogue. We call them pogues. I think it's personnel other than grunt. So my MOS, military occupational specialty, was 20 in the Marine Corps. We say we have like a designation. 2621 was my MOS, and what that is a MOS is let's see, manual Morse code intercept operator. I think that's the official designation. So my job was to intercept Morse code signals from our adversaries, their navies, like Russia, China, North Korea. So that was my job. I was stationed in Hawaii for about 3 years, and yeah, I don't know why I was standing up. It's a little bit too early still to go to IHOP. So yeah, as I was saying about my Marine Corps service. So I served 4 years from 90 to 94, and then when I got to my duty station in Hawaii, yeah, my unit was coming back. So, um, yeah, I think when I was in the Marines, like we got really good training. Um, Even as a pogue, we had a lot of weapons training. We had some kind of field training exercise, probably once a month. Um, Firing, our M16s with the blank rounds, and we always had the miles gear, like the laser, laser sensors and stuff like that. But we would do that, and we had I think that was a M249, whatever, the squad automatic weapon. We always got to fire those. Sometimes the 50 cal. Um, I forgot what else. Oh, the grenade launcher. Sometimes they had the grenade launcher. Yeah. We had to qualify with the RM16s every year, and I always qualified expert. That's the highest you can do. For me, like, I didn't have any formal training with weapons growing up. I had a shotgun in my closet, but never fired that thing. We go hunting, but growing up in Michigan, like hunting is a big thing, but I don't know. I was kind of misplaced, I think, because I don't like hunting. I don't like fishing. I don't really like camping, not that much. Yeah, it's just getting up early, freezing your butt off, and then can't make any noise. Yeah, Dan, shut up. So same thing with fishing. Get up early, just casting. Can't make any noise. Um, so yeah. So I think when I went to Marine Corps, like the rifle training was pretty easy. Spent a lot of time dry firing during boot camp. I think it's like you spend like 1 month just working on dry firing, and then your initial rifle qualifications and all that. So that was probably my only formal experience or training with that. And I think like the drill instructors, they say that usually the people who don't have any experience tend to pick it up. They learn the correct way, whereas you have some good old Southern boys or whatever, they grew up hunting and shooting. They think they know how to shoot, but then they end up not doing so well. I guess they have a lot of bad habits to break and then relearn the correct way. So yeah, that was great. Like rifle quals, training, all that stuff was great. With pistols, I got to shoot some pistols when I was in my A school for when I was learning the Morse code. And then generally it's like a 6-month, course, but I dislocated my elbow. We were playing football with the Marine Corps versus the Navy. This was before like the big Army-Navy game. And then the first kickoff, I get the ball and I'm, zigging and zagging, I got one guy to beat, and then I'm trying to go around him, and he kind of dives and grabs me around the hips, and he's just kind of dragging, he's just dragging me down, and I kind of stick my arm out to try to keep myself up, and then his body ends up rolling over onto my elbow, and it gets dislocated. So first play, I'm already injured. I go to the hospital, and then I'm all high on the gas, and when I get out, my arm's in a sling and all that, it's all swollen. I get out, and there's like 8 or 10 Navy guys in the waiting area, in the corridors and stuff, and they're all beat up. So I guess after that play, like my guys, they beat the shit out of the Navy dudes. So But after that, like the Navy, the Navy commander, they were complaining to our CO, and then so we had a big lecture. No more games, but but it was good. It was pretty fun. So yeah, I dislocated my elbow, and then so I couldn't train. I couldn't go to school, to do that. So I was on casual. We have like a casual platoon. We only had like one squad, like two platoons, maybe like 30. We had like maybe 30 students total, and we had a casual platoon. These were for the guys. Like we have to have a top secret security clearance, and then sometimes it takes a while for the clearance to come in. So before you basic Morse code, you learn the basics. After that, you're supposed to get your security clearance, and then you can go on, to the classified portion of it. So a lot of people sometimes have to wait, and so they can't go to school, so they're in a casual platoon. And basically what that is you just take care of the barracks, take care of the grounds, maintenance, things like that. Mostly just fooling around, but yeah, because like we were my A school was at Fort Devens in Massachusetts, and they had the Marine barracks. We were like a half mile away from the other services, the Army, Navy, and Air Force. They were in like the quad, dormitories. It was like a college quad. They're all in the one area, and the Marines are, a mile, maybe half a mile, whatever mile down the road. So yeah, I was on casual platoon for about 3 months, and then a couple of times, all the staff NCOs, like the captain, our CO, our gunny, and our staff NCOs, who was he was in charge. Staff Sergeant Tausey was his name. He was in charge of our barracks and the maintenance, and he was in charge of the students, the Charlie casual platoon. And then they all wanted to go shooting, and they brought they all had their personal sidearms. And for him to go, he had to do something with us. So there were probably like 5 of us at the time, and so they took us with them. We had to go to New Hampshire for some reason. I don't know, Massachusetts maybe. I know it's not a gun-friendly state, but we ended up driving to Nashua, New Hampshire, which wasn't just across the state line, I guess. And yeah, so we went there, and we were shooting bowling pins. They had set up like 3 pins, and we were maybe like 10 yards away. And so yeah, that was kind of the first time I shot pistols, and whatever. There were like Rugers and Smith and Wessons, revolvers, and that kind of stuff. This was 1990 maybe. And then so yeah, that was good. That was fun, and we did that a couple times while I was there. And then when I got to Hawaii, when I was at Devens, my roommate, he was a big time gun enthusiast. He was anyway. So we meet up again in Hawaii. He graduated ahead of me because I was injured, and so we met up in Hawaii, and then we both got sent to it's kind of in the middle of the island of Oahu. They have like this top secret whatever facility. So we were there for 6 months, copying Morse code, and I had a car, he didn't, so I would drive him around. We would go to all the gun stores in Honolulu, and he ended up buying a Desert Eagle, the 50 cal Desert Eagle. Back when it was like, the first time they came out, I think it was like they were made by Israeli Arms. I don't think they are anymore, but this was like the original Desert Eagle. This thing was huge, all kind of stainless. And then he also bought like a Smith and Wesson revolver. I don't remember what caliber it was. It was a big one. And so yeah, he bought those two. He had to go through all the, the protocol, paperwork and everything. And then so we picked it up, and then we just drove around to the east side, and there's outdoor range out there, and we shot those things. And I don't really remember it, but it was, I survived, I guess. So, but yeah, that was kind of the only time I ever got to shoot pistols in the Marine Corps. Other than that, I started shooting again just a year and a half ago. A little bit more. I've had my YouTube channel for about a year and a half, year and 7 months. December of 2020, before, when all this nonsense pandemic started. So yeah, it was, I don't know, I just took to it right away. I felt comfortable as soon as I got it. I did a lot of research, watched a lot of videos on YouTube, and just started appendix carrying as soon as I could. As soon as I got my last line of defense holster for my MMP9, started appendix carrying that. Round in the chamber, no qualms about that. And ammo was still pretty cheap, so I'd go to the range every week. But then eventually I was like, I need to keep practicing. I need more practice. So that's when I got the airsoft version of my P320. And yeah, the rest is yeah, basically my YouTube channel. It's chronicles a year and a half of my life. So I posted a video pretty much every week for the past year and a half. If nothing else, like it's kind of chronicles the history of the last year and a half. So I didn't expect to get, I think I'm up to 649 subscribers, which I'm amazed. I was surprised I even got 200. I think it was like last in the summer or something. I had a giveaway because I figure that's how you YouTube, right? Watching other channels, they always have a giveaway. So when I got to 200 subs, I had a giveaway. It was a colossal failure. I was giving away my Romeo Zero red dot sight. It came with my 365 XL because as soon as I got it, I also bought the Holosun 407K. So I thought, okay, I don't need this, so I'll I'll give it away. So I had a contest, kind of ran through this contest, but I had one entry, and that was a little Klondike Outdoors. So he won that. He was the only person to enter, and so I was glad to send it to him. We had corresponded, quite frequently. I think I had maybe 20 subscribers, and he had maybe 60 or something at that time. So yeah, so yeah, that kind of brings me up to today. It's like I'm on 649 subscribers, so I really appreciate all that. All the support that you guys give me. I'm running out of content. So yeah, that's how I got started. I was at the range one day, and the range safety officer and one of the other shooters, they walked by and they saw my Tier 1 Axis Elite holster that I had modified for my P320. And they were asking him about that and things like that. So I decided to, make a video. I thought, people might be interested, or, it might help people kind of mod their, their gear instead of having to buy multiple holsters. So that started, and that started my YouTube YouTube career. And then I kind of like it. It's become a hobby, and it's a little bit creative. Like originally when I went to college, I was an art major, so I don't do much of that anymore. But this is kind of itches that creative creative side. So that's how I got started, and I don't know where I'm gonna go with this. I don't know how long I can do this, but I don't have, I can't teach you guys anything, how to be tactical, how to shoot, how to do anything. So I guess my thinking was that my niche is modifying my gear. So that's I like to mod things. I don't know, it just seemed natural to me. I had my P320. I needed to, change some things to, suit my purpose. So I just went ahead and did it. I don't have, when I lived in, my wife and I, when we got married, we lived in California for 2 years. And I had like 3 jobs out there. I was a junior high English teacher full time. And then I taught evening twice a week at a community college. And then I worked 30 hours a week at the ice rink because I played hockey. I played on a team, and then I worked in the pro shop. And that's how I learned how to, do the rivets and, kind of, fixing stuff. I would fix sticks and skates and, do all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, I think that helped. I'm pretty comfortable working with all that stuff. Even though I don't have all the equipment, I pretty much do everything by hand. But it was like, making things out of kydex, modifying holsters, and coming up with ideas for practical use. So that's kind of my niche, and that's kind of where I think, I have some creativity in that. And so who knows? My problem is lack of funds. I need to get more gear so I can mod it. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm doing the best that I can with what I have, and if it's useful for you guys, then that's what I was aiming for. So well, it's 2:06 now, so I think I'll head out to IHOP and eat my breakfast, drink some coffee, maybe continue the conversation out there. We'll see. All right, I'm at the schoolhouse now. I'm on base, so got a full belly, and now I'm feeling sleepy. So I think I'll just go in my classroom and try to catch a few Z's. See how that goes. Oh, okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.